What up? This is episode 5. I'm Mike.
This is Jay.
Today we want to talk about. We want to paint a picture of what it's like to live in Little Rock. Like give you a Little Rock, Arkansas. What is it? What's the average income and what does that look like? The average income and how do people live on their salary and why it's important to maximize your salary and how do I beat that average? How do I get outside of that average and get into that above average into, better living conditions and stuff like that? So, first topic we're going to get into. First of all, man, what you think about, you think about this average salary stuff, man? Is it you think that's kind of pretty accurate or you think it's kind of off a little bit?
I definitely do think it's off a little bit. I think
up or down?
I think it's down. I mean, because so many people are like below average. Everybody feels average.
Yeah.
But you could be making under or making a little bit over minimum wage, or a little bit under, and you look at the national median and things like that. And it's like, well, hold on, I'm making above minimum wage and I'm still under average.
Right.
And you still will be under average. And I think that's why we're taking the approach today. Right. It's saying Little Rock, Arkansas. We're giving you a specific place. We're going to try to give you specifics just on an area and what things cost and percentages wise, like how much of your income is actually going to live in. A Mercedes or a Kia or just even a used car. So we'll kind of like go into that and where we're looking at incomes and things like that specifically to an area. And because everybody feels like
we understand. In between outside the numbers, we actually grew up in Little Rock. I mean, we 38. We've started our career here. We worked here. We still living here. So a lot of this stuff we see with our own two eyes that's outside of the analytics, because all these people do is just crunch numbers and look at salaries and stuff. But actually painting this picture of what it is living that average salary. What is your lifestyle going to be like? How is it day to day? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and what you can expect if you're at the average or if you're trying to get to the average. Like, when I get average, my dreams are gonna come true because, other people from that's another reason why we're being specific. Because other people from other areas be like, well, that's nothing. Or some people for lesser, cost of living is less. They're like, wow, I wish I could make that.
Right.
That's why we're kind of being very specific with this and giving you a realistic. We're going to take maybe a realistic job posting and say, hey, this is what this is and this is what. Because cars cost the same around the board. Cars and things like that cost the same amount. Now your house is going to vary depending on location.
The lowest, the standard car, entry level cars are costing more than the average salary. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and even though you think back then, my mom might say, "Hey, when I was raising you, if I would have been making $30,000 or $50,000 a year, we would have been living like kings. We wouldn't have had to stay in apartments or projects or food stamps and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But now we can make 50 and still be kind of struggling with 3 kids. You know what I mean? Back then, when somebody made maybe 20, they may have been able to support 5 children. Based on their hustle or just the survival skills or whatever the case may be. Dollar seems like it goes a little bit not as far.